Can you resist some mouth-watering chicken dishes? I bet you can't. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of how chickens go from cute, fluffy little chicks to the crispy, delicious meals we can't get enough of. Stick around because I'm about to blow your mind with 2 jaw-dropping methods that factories use to raise chickens. By the time we're through, you'll never look at your favorite chicken wings the same way again. Before we continue, I'd like to ask for a quick favor. If you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe. It's free for you, but it makes a huge difference for us. Let's start with method number 1. You might imagine chickens running around on an idyllic farm, clucking happily under the sunshine. But hold up, that's not exactly what happens in the world of factory farming. This process is streamlined, efficient, and high-tech. First off, the eggs. They don't just get tossed into a box and left to fend for themselves. Oh no, these eggs are treated like royalty. Before they even hatch, they're placed on a soft, fluffy bedding. And not just any bedding. This stuff is spread out perfectly by machines to make sure every egg has the comfiest spot. Once the eggs are set, the temperature is carefully adjusted for the perfect hatching environment. It's like a 5-star hotel, but for chickens. And after just a little bit of time, bam, these adorable fluffy chicks start popping out of their shells. And let me tell you, if you thought newborn kittens were cute, you haven't seen baby chicks. These little guys are basically fluff balls with legs. But of course, baby chicks need to eat, and this is where things get even more impressive. Forget about someone throwing a bunch of grain on the ground like in the old days. These chicks aren't fighting over a water bowl or scratching around for their next meal. Instead, they get their food delivered automatically through a high-tech system. And for water? They've got a nipple watering system, which sounds weird, but is actually super efficient. The chicks peck at a little nozzle, and fresh water is dispensed drop by drop. So there's no mess and nothing gets wasted. Now, as cute as these chicks are, they don't stay small for long. Every day they get bigger and fluffier, thanks to their controlled environment. The barns where these chicks are raised are climate controlled to perfection. Temperature, humidity, ventilation, lighting, it's all monitored 24/7. It's like a chick's version of living in a luxury spa. As they grow, these chicks are kept in large open spaces. But it's not just about giving them room to move. It's also about efficiency. Housing them in a large space like this makes it easier for the farmers to keep an eye on them. Now, let's talk about when these chickens are all grown up. At this point, they're ready to move on to their next stage. A machine that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie rolls in. Think of it as a spaceship for chickens. This machine scoops them up gently and places them into specially designed baskets. It's not only safe for the chickens, but it's also a lot less stressful than being caught by hand. That's method 1, and as mind-blowing as it is, method 2 might surprise you even more. This is where we get into the independent, in-house hatching centers. Here, the process is all about creating small, self-sufficient systems that mimic nature, but with a lot of high-tech improvements. Once the chicks hatch, they're placed on conveyor belts that transport them to their new home. And just like the first method, these chicks are fed automatically and given fresh water through the same nipple watering system. But here's where things get even more interesting. In these smaller hatching centers, each group of chicks is kept in its own little section, almost like a chicken daycare. And yes, even though this is a high-tech process, the chicks still have their moments of personality. Some of them are super clingy. They peck at you as you walk by just for fun. You've probably seen it if you've ever been near a chicken coop. These little guys have no fear. Got a story about a particularly sassy chicken? Drop it in the comments below, because I know we've all had those moments. As the chickens continue to grow, they're kept under close watch. Farmers monitor their health and make sure everything is running smoothly. And when they're finally ready, the next step is transportation. But remember, this isn't the Wild West of chicken farming. No one's chasing chickens down with a net. Instead, the spaceship-like machine I mentioned earlier swoops in, gathers them up, and off they go to the next stage. Once the chickens have been transported, they pass through a series of steps that ensure they're treated humanely and efficiently. First, they're stunned with an electrical water bath, which ensures they're unconscious and don't feel any pain. After that, they're washed, plucked, and prepared for processing. Feathers are removed with ease, and before you know it, the chickens are ready for the next step. Now, here's something I didn't expect to find so fascinating. After the chickens are washed and cleaned, their feet get cut off by an automatic machine. The machine is so efficient, it's like watching a master chef work in fast forward. At this point, the chickens are processed for packaging. But this isn't just any old conveyor belt system. Every single piece of chicken gets scanned and analyzed to make sure it's top quality. Anything that doesn't meet the standard is discarded immediately. Only the best cuts make it through, ensuring that when you buy chicken at the store, you're getting the good stuff. By now you're probably wondering, how does the chicken get its flavor? Well, after the initial processing, some of the chickens head to the marination stations. This is where they're bathed in all kinds of delicious spices and seasonings to make sure they taste amazing by the time they hit your plate. And don't even get me started on chicken wings. They're a fan favorite for a reason. At this point in the process, the wings are separated from the rest of the chicken, and you can practically taste the crispy fried perfection already. Who else is craving chicken wings right now? I know I am. Drop your favorite chicken wing recipe in the comments below. But hold on, there's more. Eating chicken isn't just about satisfying your taste buds. Did you know that chicken is packed with cloene, a nutrient that helps with brain function and memory? Yes, munching on that drumstick could actually be keeping your mind sharp. So the next time you're eating chicken, just think of it as food for your brain, as well as your belly. And speaking of food for thought, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the world of chicken farming, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got more fascinating content coming your way, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. And finally, after all this, the chicken arrives at its final destination, your plate. Whether you're enjoying a roasted chicken, a fried drumstick, or a juicy chicken burger, now you know the incredible journey that chicken took to get there. From hatching as a fluffy little chick to being raised in a carefully controlled environment, these chickens are raised with care and precision. And with that, I leave you with one final question. What's your favorite way to enjoy chicken? Wings? Nuggets? A classic roast? Drop your go-to chicken dish in the comments and let's keep the chicken love going. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more behind-the-scenes looks at how your favorite foods are made.